That's probably about close enough, huh? Welcome in, folks. Welcome, welcome. We're gonna have a good night. Hopefully, we're gonna do some interesting things. So, yeah. Hope that it's a good time at least. We'll see what happens. I'm doing some weird stuff with my recording too, so hopefully the computer can handle it because it's like recording in 3 different ways and streaming. So if I blow a fuse and I'm gone, I guess that's why. So we'll see what happens. Welcome in, Christina Southern Snowman. That's a name I haven't seen in a long time. Andrew, haven't played a Story Seasons Harvest Moon since the 64. Does this even come close to Stardew? It's gonna be a different vibe for sure. This is a GameCube game, so there aren't gonna be some of the quality of life kind of things that you're used to in Stardew, but that's not why I'm playing it, so not too worried about it. Actually never played Story Seasons or Harvest Moon, so I'm excited for this. It's awesome. Yeah, this is the remake. This is the remake that just came out a little while ago, so. Plan today is, for a lot of people that pick this up, this is a very nostalgic game, myself included. That's not what we're here for today. There are, like, a lot of big feelings around this game, and people love it, and people love to hate it for a long time, so I'm really excited that it's here and remade, because I would not have guessed that would ever happen, to be honest. But I'm not here for nostalgia. If I want to do that, I'll go play it on my Switch downstairs. Instead, what we're going to do today is we're going to try and do some min-maxing. I have some strats I want to try for some like income strats, so that's what we're going to be messing with. I'll be explaining things kind of as we're going, but we will be sacrificing a little bit of the nostalgia, so if you're here for that, I'm sorry. So this game came out for me, like I said, back on the GameCube. I had this like on our family console, and I had played Story Seasons Harvest Moon 64, like a long time. And so I really expected it to be like that. And I played a little bit of like Back to Nature as well. And this game is not like those at all. You have a farm, you get a family, you have a kid, you get cows and sheep and whatever. But other than that, this is very story-based, and that's very strange for like an open world like farming sim. So what we're going to do... Oh my god, that is incredibly loud. Alright, hopefully that's good. Let me know. Let me know. Yeah, I don't really care about any of this. That's fine. We'll go with classic, but I gotta get that sandy blonde hair. That's good. Let's go. Enter a pronoun. I gotta click on it again. Okay. Pronounce he, him. This is something that's really cool too, because you don't see this in a lot of games. So they gave you some options here, and those are reflected in your relationships with everybody and with your kids and your family and everything. So very neat. So this is Takakura. This is he's not our grandpa, but he was our grandpa's friend, right? And so he's basically like taking care of this land. So instead of having a giant farm that's overrun with, you know, branches and weeds and stuff all over there, we just have like an actual working little plot of land. So we have like our field for the animals. I can't think of the name of what that would be called. We have 2 plots of land for planting crops. We have a barn and a coop already. So like we're already kind of set up for success. But like I said, it's going to be a little bit different. This is my favorite thing to do, though. Not up for it, huh? Can't say I blame you. That's it. Story-based, as in linear, inflexible, railroaded. Story-based, as in there are specific chapters and they end. Well, old friend, seems like your kid has other plans for his future. He's got a right to live his own life, I guess. I'm wishing him well. All right, we did it. I don't think I can skip this. It appears that we cannot skip the credits. All right, that's fine. Oh man, I should have had live split up. Incredible speedrun. Oh yeah. You know what? We could probably optimize that a little bit better. I feel like we could definitely save some time. Like I was looking around at the hair. I was looking at the hair colors. All right, let's do this again for real though. GG everybody, we did it. Oh, and look at this. We can get through the text. I think I was kind of talking about it before, but this is Takakura. He was your grandpa's friend, and they worked this land together. And we are going to join, and he's like a permanent fixture. No, I do want to change my eyes. So he'll be like vital to taking care of this land. The only winning move is not to play. What is that? War game, 1983. Oh, so you're Leap, huh? All right. I feel like we saved some time this time, but I think I'm actually going to play the game for a little bit, at least. So normally what you would do in most farming sims, right, is you show up on your farm and you have maybe some seeds and you have some basic tools and you plant your crops and you start taking some time to meet everybody, make some friends, grow some stuff. In this game, we don't have a lot of time to work with because the seasons are only 10 days long. And the grow speeds are reflected for that, so things don't take, 15 days to grow, really. Trees kind of do, but that's a different story. But we need to hit the ground running. We don't really have a lot of time to be messing around, so we're not going to bother with any of that growing crops garbage. Well, we'll plant a few, but we have other things that we want to take care of. We just got to get through... I think this took me like an hour to get through all the tutorial stuff the first time, so we'll see how quickly we can do it here. I maybe should have just made a save right at the beginning. But yeah, like I said, so I had played N64 Harvest Moon for like days and days and days and days of real life time. Like I would get home from school, I would do my homework, and if my family wasn't doing something together, I would go in the basement and I would load it up, and I would play until like I had to go to bed. So I got this game. We want the pointy-eared dog. And I was like, what is this garbage? What do you mean I have to like progress at a certain clip? I felt very constrained by that. But there's still a lot of wiggle room within there. You can kind of do what you like. And it is really cool. There are not many games where your family grows with you and your kids grow up and they have a life and they do what they want. And you can influence it. And you can get them to do basically whatever, but there's like an end to the story and your children will move on to like live their own life. And I just think that's really cool now, but at the time I did not. We got our first cow here. This is a very nice animal to start with, but don't get too attached to it because, I mean, we'll keep it for today for sure. This cow's name is Portia. I don't know why I fall back on that name a lot. And animals in the original game, oh my gosh, it was so traumatic. Animals could die, first of all, if you didn't take care of them. But also, like, your cows would stop giving milk eventually. Like, if they didn't give birth to a new cow, eventually they would just stop giving milk. So you had to have them impregnated, and then they would have a little baby cow, and then they would give like mother's milk for a little while. I don't know if that's what it was called back then, but that's what it is now. And then eventually they would go back to producing milk. And there were no, we don't need intros. And there were just like trap purchases. Like there's a goat that you can get in year 2, and in the original game the goat could only produce milk for so long, and then it just stopped, but you couldn't get it pregnant, so that was it. You just had that animal in your barn. Not a sheep, so just a mid-animal. True. True. We do want sheep. That's going to be important for us, actually. Useless goat. It was so annoying. Hey, Pancakes. Welcome in. Still traumatized from storms destroying my barns. Oh my god. That was truly the worst. In 64, when you would have like a storm day, they'd just be like, all right, well, there's a storm outside. Go back to bed. And that was it. That was your day. So these guys are going to kind of like drive parts of the plot. They're not super important, but those are our harvest sprites. If you played Stardew, they're kind of like the Junimos. They're not very helpful in this version of the game. I've only played this on Switch with a controller, so I'm going to have to get used to the mouse and keyboard here. All right. No clouds. And we're going to have all of these little, like, let's teach you about the farm, but we really don't want that. Right. Okay, very cool. I don't know how to... Oh, that's going to be interesting. Sorry, not trying to, like, give anybody motion sickness. All right, well, that's fine. So, let's see. I seriously do not know how to play. All right, let's look at the instructions real quick. I have no idea how to play on the PC. I don't even know how to get to the menu. Tab brings me here, but that's useless. This is not objectively the best way to play. What do we got? Backspace? Backspace is your menu button? Okay, that's fine. Okay, so like a real big brain player, I'm gonna look at the key settings real quick. Move camera. We might need to plug in a controller for this. Let's just do that real quick. All right. All right, this I can do. So, fertilizer in this game is also a trap, by the way, at the beginning of the game. You think, oh, I should fertilize my plants. That'll make them better. But that is not what we need to do here. So we're going to skip that. We are going to plant one of our tomatoes right there. And then the rest we're actually going to do a little weird. This will make sense a little later, possibly. We're not going to plant our apple for now. That'll be important later. So what is objectively the correct way to play? Overthink everything and make a lot of spreadsheets and analyze every decision through a lens of the revenue that it can bring in. That is objectively the best way to play, I would say, any farming sim, really. Okay. Very cool. We are done on our farm now. You know what? Actually, we should... Ooh, I want to flip that. We should take care of our cow first. Capitalism, then. Yeah, exactly. Key settings. I want you to be this. All right, perfect. Okay, perfect. There's some interesting stuff in this game because I don't want to do that. There's a mine to dig out rocks, to get ore, things like that. There aren't branches that are falling all over the place. All right. So instead, there's just like a little archaeology place where we can dig around for little like fragments of the past. So we'll be doing that a little bit. And we'll be making a little bit of soup today. And you can't ship everything that you find in this game, so that's going to be something that's very different if you're used to like basically anything ever, actually. You can ship things that you grow, like crops. You can ship things that you harvest from your animals, like wool or milk or eggs from your chickens or anything like that. But like I can't just throw a recipe into the box and hope that Takakura will take it to the city and sell it. He's the one that does that, by the way, in this game. First stream, hi, welcome in. So you have to either sell things to Van, like a traveling merchant when he comes, which is twice a season, or you have to set up a little shop of your own and hope that somebody walks past and wants to buy the things that you're trying to get rid of. And we're going to have to take advantage of that because we need to pretty quickly raise about another 600 gold today. Objectively, the right person to marry, I would say that's Cecilia. Really relaxing sim if you aren't worried about spending every minute correctly. True. We're already behind, to be honest, because I couldn't figure out how to play the game. Oh, like I said, I've only played it on Switch so far. I just picked it up on PC today, specifically for this. Yeah, it was Celia, and now it is Cecilia. And it took me a little while to get used to that, but I guess now I am. And Muffy is Molly. And they changed, what was his name? The Murray. Murray is now Pooey instead. And he's no longer a dirty little alcoholic dude. He's now just like, he's got butterflies flying around his head. And he's just trying to raise some money to visit his family or whatever. Is that wind? Once you're off the farm, it's basically just ambient noise. So yeah, you'll hear the wind. That was because we were close to the, there's like a travel point where you can go to the city. There's nothing to do there. It just passes time. So if you need to waste like 6 hours, that's how you do it. Here's Pooey. Yeah, so this used to be Murray. And he would like steal things from your storage and your dog would chase him off your farm. But now, don't worry about it. He's nice now. Don't worry. I am called Pooey. Traveling to Cocoa Island, very far away, is a dream of mine. Alright, very cool. They changed Muffy, they truly did. They truly did. There's a lot of little changes. A lot of good stuff. A lot of stuff that some people are not super thrilled about. I don't think there was anything that I was like, wow, this is not worth playing anymore. So we're going to go through this very exciting minigame here. We are going to dig stuff out of the ground. All right, let's do it. So, keep in mind, this was a GameCube game. Is it open world? No. It is not open world. You are restricted basically to this valley. The appeal of this game is very different than most like Harvest Moon or Story of Seasons games. It is the people. And of course, we're going to basically do nothing with the people tonight because I'm just testing some routing. So the charm of the game and the best parts of the game, completely ignored. Completely ignored in favor of money tonight. Right now, I'm just trying to see if I can get a couple of things figured out in the early game because I want to try and push really hard for some specific stuff in the first year. Years are only 40 days long, so to get a lot accomplished, you kind of have to be really on it. You absolutely don't have to get a lot accomplished. Like, it's a very relaxed game. Over the course of the game, you're meant to do some farm upgrades incrementally, and new tools become available as you play, and the people age and change, and people come to the town and leave the town for various reasons. They leave less in the remake, but yeah, the appeal is really like the family building. So after our first year here, if we played through it like normally, we would get married to someone. in the remake, you can marry anyone regardless of the gender you pick at the beginning of the game. But on the GameCube, you married one of the bachelorettes, and there were 3 in the version I played. And then at the beginning of the second year, it shifts from being like meeting the townies and making friends with people to like raising your family and interacting with your child and your spouse and how you want to raise your kid and how you want to interact with the rest of the town. Are all those changes always the same, or are there random elements? As far as the inhabitants of the town coming and going, those are always the same. And that's why, like, this game came out, what, like 20 years ago? So I was like 11, 12 years old, and I was like, this is so dumb. Why can't I just plant my 800 strawberries and play the game like that? But that's just really not the way that this game is meant to be played. So, and that's fine if that's what you know and if that's what you expect. But that is not what I expected at the time. Okay, I think we have enough money to, or enough stuff that we can go sell that we can get what we need here. We just need to hope that we get some people that walk past. So the point of this place, by the way, Carter here is looking for items of archaeological significance. So basically what he's looking for is a little stone tablet, and there's one every chapter of the game. As you find them, the little dig site gets bigger and bigger over the years, and there is like a culmination if you find everything, but that's so far away that it's not even really worth talking about at this point. But instead, what we're doing is we're just looking for stuff down there that we can sell, because we don't really care about the archaeology portion of it. All right, what do we got here? We skipped all of the introductory cutscenes. This is Rock, my absolute least favorite character in any farming game ever. Not everyone gets this level of concern from a stud like me, by the way. Just saying. All right, Rock. An absolute winner. Got to relax your shoulders. All right, we're going to skip everything Rock has to say. Rock is literally the worst. Truly is. Yeah, I'm one of them. If you don't work, you don't eat. Get out of my sight. So the the first game was made where you were only able to play as the male farmer, like the person that I'm playing as right now, basically. And when they did the girls version of it, I don't know if they realized this, but all of the like marriage options or romance options that are dudes absolutely suck. Like, they're terrible. So they had to like zhuzh them up a little bit in the remake here, but not enough in my opinion. Not enough. Oh my god, you guys. You can sit down now? There we go. This was something that I never mastered as a child. It's a very big brain game. Even as a 6-year-old child, Rock gave me such an ick. True. He has no qualities. I won't stand for this Gustafa slander. I like Gustafa. I actually like Gustafa. So that's totally fair. We don't need the rules. Basically, the point of this game is to make triangles. The more triangles, the better. And there's kind of like a tried and true strategy to it. And basically, all you need to do is just kind of let him do some stuff for a little bit. Well, that pretty much ruined my whole thing. So we're going to have to audible here, which is fine. But basically what you want to do is just let him start making little triangles basically wherever, and he'll just kind of mess around for a little bit, and what you need to do is go somewhere else and just make a big shape. Still mad we can't marry Daryl? I would be afraid of marrying Daryl if I'm being honest. I think Daryl would be a very unhinged person to be married to. And so you make big shapes somewhere else, and he kind of doesn't really realize it, and then by the time he could, like, do anything about it, it's kind of already too late, so. got that in the bag. And my favorite part about this is, as you beat him in this minigame, his like affection for you decreases. Not a little bit of a sore loser. But we need to do this because we're gonna get some tasty, tasty items from this. Specifically, he's going to give us like a moonlit ore, which is, it's not worth a ton, but it's one of the things that we were hunting for in the dig site earlier. And now what we need to do is set up shop in town, sell a few things to people. I also need to find... Where are you, Gordy? Must be inside, I guess. Alright, there we go. I had a milky soup for you. Literally, we put milk in a pot, heated it up, and he's like, alright, cool. Here's your reward, some watermelon seeds. We'll take care of that later. Not in a rush for those. Instead, what we're going to do here is keep an eye out for people coming through town that we can sell some stuff to. I hate this kid, too. I'll show you this, actually, because it's just funny. It doesn't matter what we put in here. No. Half of my controls are still, like, the original ones, and half of them aren't, so bear with me. Alright, so we did that. Now we run over to this kid, and he'll be like, oh, how much is, whatever? How much for the milky soup? 150 bucks, kid. That much? I'm gonna ask my dad. I can't buy anything because I ain't got no money. Okay. I'm gonna try one more time to get these key settings changed, and I'll get this fixed by next time, but it's pretty wild. I should probably just get used to it. Okay, yeah, that's what I'll do. I'll just set them to default. Default. Sometimes when you pick up a game from a lot of Japanese devs, the A and the B buttons are not what I'm hoping they will be. And they just don't quite work out for me. There was nobody else over there, so we got a little bit of time, so I am going to drop some more seeds. And these are going to be our watermelons. This is why we saved a little bit of space. The tomatoes are going to grow a little faster. So I'm putting them on the outside where I don't really need that space as much. The watermelons are a little slower, so we got to save a little bit of room for them because we're going to need a lot of field for other reasons. Hey, Leap, I made it. Welcome in, Daisy. Hope you're having a good evening. Got another cutscene. Here we go with Molly. Molly used to be Muffy and was, I don't know, I would say maybe a little bit more spicy. Everything's a little more tame now. But that was interesting. But we don't really care. So we're just gonna try and run through this as fast as we can. And I'm gonna see if I can't sell some stuff tonight. We need to get up to 3,000 gold by the end of the day. Because we need to put in an order for a sheep tonight. That's gonna be our early money maker. And I'm pretty positive that it should be possible. It's just gonna depend on people's schedules and how frequently they come through here. And I don't have that memorized, so that's what we're testing here. All right, that looks good. So yeah, now as people walk past here, they'll just pop over like Hugh here, and they will they'll stop in and see if there's anything that they want. Hopefully they do. No, I don't want to close. Huh. $100 gold. Very cool. Hoping for a Magical Melody remake. I would love that. And if we were trying to make friends, we could sell things for a discount to people, and that's a really good way to rack up some friendship with people. All right, she's done. We'll get these guys. Hello. What? Perfect. Let's see. These controls they're batty. They're so it'll say like on the right side talk, but on my controller it is not on the right side, it's on the bottom, and vice versa. Alright, 25, that's fine. DS or DS Cute is my need for a remake. I think we were talking about this not too long ago in Discord. Like, I would love a 64 remake, but I'm not sure if I would love a 64 remake, because what if I play it and I'm like, wow, this game was not good. That's kind of my fear, because I loved it so much. There we go. But what if I load it up and I'm like, wow, the rose tinted glasses are off. All right, I think we're good. What are we at here? 3085, perfect. That is exactly what we needed. One of the other unique things about this is at 5 a.m. every morning, Takakura will come over here and he'll take a look at what you're looking for. We are going to be picking up a female sheep. That is a male sheep. We want a female sheep. You can go over there. And you can order animals. You can order upgraded facilities. So things like processing room to make milk into butter or cheese, fertilizers. There's a new field later, all kinds of different stuff. We don't really need any feed. Normally what I would do here, or at least in the past what I would do there, is buy a chicken right away, because they're, you know, pretty low stakes, pretty easy to take care of. Oh, I didn't actually plant my watermelons? Should probably do that. Sheep-a-Lot Farm. We love Sheep-a-Lot Farm. Sheep-a-Lot Farm in this is like the real Sheep-a-Lot Farm. Sheep in this game are unmatched. How much money do we have? This is a very sad little thing that you can do. Hello. Here's 100 gold. I'm afraid your purse of coins does not jangle enough. No, sorry, I have nothing for you. It is actually really important to donate some money to him, but we can't do it right now. Look at this, they're chatting. It's also a rule of any Story of Seasons game. If you haven't played them, make sure you make friends with the elderly folks early in the game, because you just never know what might happen. You just never know, unless you do. When I played this game, like I said, like 20 years ago, Lumina was in the game, but she was not a marriage candidate because she was a child. They aged her up for like the special edition and for the remake, but I still am just kind of like, ooh, I don't know if I can ever romance you. Other things we want to do today are we need to find Daryl. Daryl is the local Scientist / stalker. He must be down by the water or something. Where you at, buddy? He's gone. Where are you, though, for real? He's leaving. It would have been really nice if we could have caught him walking past the little sail spot. Maybe we can, actually. Oh, he's going to be too far away. Daryl, no! Daryl! Okay, very cool. Daryl is a jerk, but he's a very important jerk because in this game you can get, like I said before, making friends with people is a really important part of this game. Probably the biggest part of this game. The game is more about the relationships than the farming, to be honest. And Daryl specifically, let's do this actually then. Choose ingredients. We want to make a soup, and we want to make it with one of those. Daryl can give you a seed maker where you pop in any seed and you can get 2 out. Make by recipe. And if you don't get it from him, you have to buy it, and it's way, way, way more expensive. So we're going to do what we can to just drop some stuff off with him every day. Oh my gosh, we're getting cutscene after cutscene already. Is this... Oh, it's Cecilia and Vesta. Cool. Does the weather collapse sheds making you lose your animals in this edition? No. This is objectively the best waifu. This is Cecilia, or Celia, she used to be. She's just a good noodle. She's just a sweetheart. I like that you seem to have a decent amount of time in a day. You kind of feel like that now, but that's because we only have 10 crops planted out of, you know, our, what do we have, a 9x6? It's 54 out of 108 spots. So if we were trying to handle a big field, we really would not be able to right now, and that's why we're not going to try. It's just, it's a wasted effort. Lumina was odd. Lumina was very odd. Anyway. What a sweetheart. Gets all flustered when Vesta tells us how excited she was to come see us. You might not have caught this earlier. I'm sure there are people in here that have played this game and are like, I just don't care. I've already played. I already know. But we have to water our crops. Or not have to, but we should water our crops multiple times a day. We can milk our cows multiple times a day. This is kind of creepy too. Just don't tell Matt that you're getting too close to Leap. He's a little protective. Matt's got problems. He's got some stuff to work through. This game is... Another reason that I like it is it has that same kind of like shiny, everything is nice on the outside vibes. But underneath, there's a lot of people with issues. So it's interesting to see like how they deal with actual like human interaction and not just like we are just gonna give people like flowers every day, but I don't know. It just feels a little bit deeper than what I was used to at the time. Who are we marrying? We'll probably marry Celia if I had to guess, but that's not really a concern. I don't know how far we'll get toward that because I am just kind of doing some like napkin math routing kind of things. So I'm not too concerned about marriage at this point in the game. But I mean, if things work out the way I expect them to, then Celia probably. On my Switch save, I married Molly. And that's fine, too. I like Molly. I like Nami, also. We could go meet Nami real quick. Like I said, Lumina, that one's a little tough for me. Not that she's not a decent marriage candidate. I just knew her for so many years as like a preteen or a very young teenager, so. Did you play the game without marrying anyone? Or do you lose then? If you don't propose, they will propose to you, and the beginning of year 2, you have to have a kid. So yeah, you cannot not get married. Rock is gonna go bug Gustafa. You guys already bought stuff. Until we get a fishing rod, the like end of our day is kind of empty. But I do want to make sure I can snag some people running past. You're going back inside now, I think, right? Yeah. I think, is Molly already at work? She is, so we won't catch her. I'm not sure who else we can try to sell to, which isn't a huge deal. The main point of today was making sure that we got 3,000 gold so we could get that sheep. That was really the only thing that had to happen. Anything else that we get is just gravy. Maybe we'll go a little closer to home so we can get the music. Gustafa, I don't think he even walks this way. Pretty sure he is just gonna take a left for him and head down. Hello. Absolutely.
Oh.
Oh. Okay. I think we got all the harvest. We sold everything we need to. I'm not worried about energy or anything. Oh, we can get him. Nice. Okay, there's one. We'll do milky soup, coin, all the fossils. Actually, you know what? I want him to buy the milky soup. That's the most valuable. And if he won't, then we'll put the rest in. Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. No, don't go around. Don't go around. I can't leave my little shop. Hey. Hey, kid. You want some milk? He does not. Nobody else, huh? Nothing? Rock? You want some hot milk? Rock? Rock, please? Rock? Come here, buddy. Nothing. Alright. Nobody coming from that way. I think we're going to call it. I think it's bedtime. I'm not going to stay here waiting. I'll forgive Rock's crimes if he goes and buys some milk. Look how sad my eyes are. This all could have been avoided, Rock. Yeah, I don't think there's any point in waiting for people to swing through. I mean, I could just stay here for forever, so let's just go. That's good. That's, yes. That's a good first day. I got my 3,000 gold. We got our sheep ordered. I have my backup milky soups for later. If I can catch some people in the morning tomorrow, I think we'll be all right. We should probably snuggle our cow. All right. You can train your dog, which is, an incredible waste of time. So how it's spinning right now, imagine that kind of slow animation, but imagine it turns around in like 6 full circles because it can. All right, let's get out of here. And it can take so long. Don't forget to call the cow back in. I shouldn't need to. Should not need to. Yeah, we're fine. There is one thing that I've been struggling with this game is there's a lot of like old bad info because it feels like it came out right around the time like people were just posting the most outlandish stuff about games online. So I'm talking like you can catch Mew by moving the truck at the SSN kind of stuff, and that's out there, and people are still like looking at that stuff and using it as a reference for this remake, and I just cannot find like good info. It's so hard. So I've just started making spreadsheets myself, to be honest. All right, we might be able to catch a couple people early. I think is he seriously already gone? Wow, okay. We might not be able to then. There's not going to be forage every day. There's a lot of forage in this game in a few select spots. You can always kind of find it where you were expecting to. But I don't think we can get it again today after we just snagged everything yesterday. So our big goals for today are pretty simple, actually. Yeah, there's no forage down there. I don't see anything over there. We're just going to see if we can catch anybody early in the morning here, sell them some of our delicious hot milk. And then we're going to head up and we're going to spend all day digging. And if that sounds exciting to you, well, thanks for joining us. We can't start digging until 10, though, so we got a little bit of time. Which means I have time, in very unrelated news, to tell you about our D&D game last night, because I just want to. Hey. Maybe I don't have time. Okay. It's hard to tell how far out I can get. Are you going to come talk to me? Bruh. Alright, anyway. So, I'm in a campaign that my wife is running, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4 other friends playing. And last night was the first time we played in, I don't know, probably like 2 or 3 months. And, so we're in this big city that we've been in for a few sessions, maybe 5 to 10, something like that. And we've been fighting in the Coliseum, or we've like fought there once, and we had to do like a trial run to get in. And we're kind of wrapping things up. We're getting ready to leave, but it's been a while since we played, so we took a Coliseum fight. Hey, Leap, Concerned Ape just announced there's going to be a new festival in Stardew Valley. Whoa. That's pretty exciting. I should probably, like, share that. I should probably, like, drop everything and go retweet that. Snag a little screenshot and throw it all over my socials like the leech I am. Anyway, we're at this Coliseum. And it's like magically protected, right? So you go in, you fight against another team, you do your best, you can bet some money. No matter what happens, you don't die. Because if you're at 0 HP and your turn comes around, you just get like magically shunted out of the arena, and then people come and take care of you, and everything's okay. Very cool. So we beat the one team this last time, and now we're up against the other big team in town. And my wife was like, I just want you guys to know, like, these guys are really strong. There's a chance that you lose here. And, you know, just wanted to set the stage for, like, other strong beings in the world. Oh, hi, Danny. I don't know if you're listening. I'm literally about to tell a story about D&D last night, but we might have to pause so I can go snag, take a peek at that tweet. Anyway, Tough fight. Really tough fight. We started off, I lost my first turn. I failed a save right away and was paralyzed. Very cool. Very exciting. And we were just getting absolutely smoked. She's not listening. There's no way she can be if she's not reacting to that. Yep, she's just shooting hearts. So, we're just getting smoked. And we turn it around, and we're doing really well. And we have a really squishy sorcerer. We're, like, I have, like, 70 HP, and he's got, like, 37. And he was down to 1 HP, literally, like, made a save to stay alive, but just barely. And the next attack that hits him does so much damage that he dies, like, in one hit, in this very safe. Ooh, this is exactly what we were looking for. That is exactly what we needed. Sometimes you can find golden objects in here, and they're worth, like, way more than anything else we could find. I don't know if we sold a fossil or a coin or anything yesterday. Those are worth, like, 30 to 50 to 100 for the moonstone ore. That little fork is worth 1,000 gold, so that's very important. We're going to need to leave here at about noon. I need to get home, take care of my plants. Oh, that's what we're looking for. Well, not really. That's what Carter is looking for. That little stone tablet is going to be what opens up the expansion of the archaeology area next season, or next month, or next year. There we go. That's the one. Anyway, did so much damage to our sorcerer that he died in one shot in this completely safe place, surrounded by thousands of people who paid to be here, watching as he just basically got executed. And it was very, very cool. That's the first time Danny's ever killed anybody as a DM, to my knowledge, and it was very exciting. Love it. Oh, I need to get going. Okay. Let's get out of here. All done. My word. What's this? So there's only one of those every year, but we can just keep coming back here for forever, and it's no big deal. All right, our sheep is here. I believe this is going to teleport us straight home after the event here, too. Let's name this one... Sean? Absolutely not. Sheep, OMG. They're very, very good in this game. Wait, were you talking about D&D? I sure was. I sure was. I was talking about how you brutally killed your first ever player character. Congratulations. Okay, so that brings us back home, which is exactly where we need to be. Dolly was the MVP. Dolly really was super overpowered in that run. When you buy one sheep and you get 3, that's a pretty good deal. The only thing I don't like about sheep in this game is they're always just yelling at me. Whenever I walk near them, they're like, ah, I'm sorry. And you can't interact with them when they're screaming. When they put their heads up and they're yelling, they don't want you to give them a little snuggle. Which is fair, I guess. The thing is so cute. They are very, very cute. That's baby one, so that'll grow up in a few days. And we'll be able to get some wool from it. And that's where the real money is in the early game here. Here you go, buddy. Perfect. Takakura, another important person to befriend, or at least he used to be. I don't know if he is, but I don't want to take my chances on not doing so. Got a little heart scene with Gustafa. Very cool. I would say Gustafa is probably the best of a very poor cast of male romance candidates. Hey there, Leap. You know my name already, yeah? All right. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. We need to get into town. Please leave me alone. Something that's kind of silly about this game is wherever a cutscene ends, that's where you are. So, like, hope you didn't trigger one that takes you all the way across the map, because that's where you're going. All right. Oh, my God. Can you see that giant building? Yes. That's where I live. Cool, kid. Thanks. Sorry, jumping between you and Rin, who's playing the same game. Interesting. It's a solid one. Okay. Hugh, get out of here. We need, like, literally anyone except him. I'm going to go see if I can beat... I can't remember which brother it is at the game. So we can get another ore. That's worth a decent amount of money if he's in here sitting down, which he is. Charlie. Let's do it. So again, if you weren't here earlier, the key to winning this game is just kind of letting Charlie think that he's doing well. It's important that he is proud of himself, because then he'll just start hanging out all on his own. Let's go right here. Who are you marrying? This is kind of a test run. Depending on how things go, there's a possibility that we marry Celia, but it's kind of hard to say if we'll even get that far. I might actually not win this one if we don't do a little better. Maybe over here. Yeah, I think I'm probably actually going to lose this one. Which is not a huge deal, but it is a little embarrassing. I don't know why he did that. Huh. Well, squeaked it out. Good choice, best wife. I agree. Oh, that was tense. Didn't think there was any coming back from that. The last time we smoked him like 30-10, and this time was not that. That's all right. We should check our friendship with him because it just tanks. The more we beat him, the less he likes us, which is funny. Plus, Cole is the... oh. Dang, I should have watched that a little more closely. Cole is like, I'm the second best pyrotechnician. Cole, buddy. Some confidence would go a long way. You can beat Charlie if you just believe in yourself. Somebody say the Band-Aid is a mystery? That's true. What's under there? What is he hiding? Who's the best husband? That's kind of a tough call because there are no good husbands, but I would say... Where is he? Where's Gustafa? We just met him. He's not on my list. I would say Gustafa's probably the best husband of a poor cast of husbands. Starting on day 3, we'll get the traveling merchant in town, and he brings a couple of things that we want to buy. So it's not a huge deal to make a ton of money today, because we can always sell things to him and potentially at a markup too. But I do have a couple of things that I would like to try and get accomplished, so I actually don't know where we're at. I think we only had like 85 gold left. It might be best. Should we hold off? Let me do some math real quick. Let me do some math. So we have 600, 800, 1800, 24. We should sell stuff today. The bachelorettes are superior. It is very true. I basically need to sell through everything I have, and I also am going to need to sell some stuff later today, but it should be doable. As long as people want to buy the stuff I have, that is. Moonlit ore, that's fine. Mineral Town characters could have been in this game. Golden Fork, there we go. 1,000 gold. Perfect. All right. Let's stick with what we have here. I should have cooked more soup, which is kind of a bummer, because I'm going to miss out on... Actually, you know what? These guys are going to come back through here. So I think we should be all right. I think we should be okay, because I can catch... If I sell through... Really? There we go. If I sell through my soup right now, I could still get 2 more to Nina later. And what else do I have that I want to sell? None of this is really worth a lot, so that's fine. Perfect. Okay, so let me see. What did that bring us up to? 1885. That's pretty solid. We got a little achievement. Lost Remnant. Very cool. Those are like, so those are called wonders, and they're basically like little achievements that are tracking how much you're experiencing a wonderful life. And basically everything you do during the course of the game gets more of those. I think you get a record or something eventually. I'm honestly not really sure. Hoping that I can catch Nina still down there if they're moving extra slow today. Sell her the other 2 of those. No, and we missed Molly also. Oh, maybe not, actually, if this cutscene drops us off in the right place. What a lovely couple. I don't know if we've met Nami yet. Our first interaction is just creeping. Nami was like hard mode marriage in the old days because she did not like any of the normal gifts. It was hard to find her because her schedule was weird. Yeah, she was a bit of a challenge. Okay, who did we get? That's good. Let's do... I don't want to sell those until we're through everything else. Okay. I really am hoping we can catch Molly. Just kind of turn around here if you could, please. There we go. Okay. Our goal is to get another 3,000 gold today. We're hoping to buy another sheep right away. And that's going to be a little bit of a stretch. We should be able to make it as long as we can... Oh, she's only buying 2 things. No, but I need you to buy that other one still. What if I have a flower? Okay, well, fair enough. There goes my hero, Nina. As long as we can sell through all of this soup, the 2 that we have left, and then the other 4 that we can still make after we milk our cow again, we should just barely hit our total. Are you mocking me? Okay. Let's go home real quick. Take care of the animals. I think I should be able to get another round of milk soup at about 5 o'clock here. Perfect. And we'll worry about our second round of watering later. I really just need to be available in the middle of the town for whoever might be walking past. Perfect. Okay. So we have 2185, and we have 6 of these. That's worth 900. If we sell through everything, we're good. I can order a male sheep, and we'll be going into day 3 with both a male and a female sheep, only 1 day behind each other. That's really good. That's what I was hoping for. That's what I was thinking I'd be able to do, but... It's almost worth selling stuff to Daryl at a discount here if he comes through. Are we going to catch him? I don't know if he's close enough. If we can, that would be really good. Daryl? Buddy? Buddy? No. Alright, that kind of stinks. I think we already sold everything we could to Chris and Molly. Oh? Oh? No, he just got distracted, I guess. Alright, whatever. Yeah, we already got everything we could from you. I'm not sure if Nami's even gonna come over here. Hopefully she does. She might just be going back to the inn, though. No, I think we got her. Okay, perfect. So if she buys 3, I'm going to have 3 left, so that's just 1 more person. But I should get rid of these. Hello? Hello? Did she just say no? I don't think I've ever seen that. She's like just barely out of reach. Wow. She literally... She's like, if you don't give me a discount, I'm just not buying anything. Huh. Well, all right. Today I learned that's possible. I can't believe you. I'm honestly a little like, I'm a little upset right now. This has never happened to me before. Her mindset of I won't buy it if it's not on sale is nothing if not realistic. I mean, I could have given her a discount, like the 10%. Like if we don't sell anything other than the milk that we made, the 10% would actually keep me from making what I need, I think, wouldn't it? Like I would be just shy. She's gonna absolutely torpedo us on day 2. Not Nina, though. Not old reliable Nina. I think Matthew comes through here later, too, though. So we should be able to catch him, hopefully. I wonder what would happen if you just went to sleep right away until the end of the year. Like, who would propose to you? Because you could just, like, not play. You just go to bed. Come here, Nina. Nina! Nina, please! I can't walk that far away, Nina. Oh, no. It's all falling apart, y'all. Okay, so let's think. Who else do we have that's coming through here? I think Matthew does. I think Daryl might. The correct way. This is a trial run of the correct way. Daryl does eventually. Or Matthew does eventually. I think Daryl does. If you would have just turned a little early there, we would have had ya. But we didn't. I can't believe you, Nami. I hold it against Nami. Nothing against Nina at all. No hard feelings there whatsoever. Rock is going to go around, so we won't catch him. Okay. That's all right. If nothing else, that lets me know what I need to do for next time. A second golden fork would have been enough, or if we would have had all of the milkmaid earlier, that would have been fine. If we're going to sell to Nami, we need to do it at a discount. That's fine. We probably could have sold our apple seed right away. I don't know how much that would have been worth. We probably could have sold all of our seeds except the one tomato. Okay. So let me look at my numbers. Yeah, I think that's the play. I think so. Day 1, we milk the cow. We go get the milky soup recipe. We drop one off. We sell all of those watermelon seeds, all of the tomato seeds except one. Sell the apple seed. Get up to 3,000 gold. Order the sheep. Day 2, mining. Take care of the sheep. Milky soup. We just need to hope for a golden fork mining. I don't think we're catching anybody else here today. So, let's close it up. I don't think I saved before. When's my last save? Oh, 7:37 a.m. All right, let's rerun this day. Let's rerun this day and see what we get. And I have... Okay, so I need to run home real quick. We didn't sell anything in the morning because he just ran past us. So we can take care of getting our recipe done first. Okay. That'll work. I don't even know if I watered my crops this morning because I was so intent on checking to see if I could get a sale this morning. No, I did. Or at least late enough last night. Love on the cow. Already did. check and see if there's any point in stopping over there. No, because it's just Hugh again. So I think really all we need to do on the morning of day 2 is take care of everything at home and then get to the dig site right at 10. We only want to be there for a couple hours. I think we're good. I think I can still probably do this as long as we get 1 golden fork today. All right, well, then the music stopped, so it got a little weird. Just saw the thumbnail. True romance is a numbers game when you get down to it. You know what we could do real quick? We could go visit the sprites and get a recipe. Gonna ignore Pooey. All right, here we go. Absolutely. Found a weird looking mushroom on the ground. Should we eat it? Yes, every single time. Learn a recipe for Cobb salad. Every single day you can pop in there, just chat with any one of them. They will give you a random recipe for something that people are apparently raving about in the valley. And I would never have known. That's how we got Danny. With spreadsheets. Meticulously tracking her favorite items. What do we got in here today? I don't remember what the floor looked like last time. We also spent some time playing the game with Charlie yesterday too, right? So maybe we try and skip that, assuming we can get our gold fork. And if we don't get a gold fork today, I think that's probably it. We just can't do it without that. Unless we find like a ton of those. Riveting. There's something very calming about this kind of game, though. Like, if we weren't playing it the way we're playing it tonight, like, it's very, like, low stakes. You can't really fail. Unless you are imposing something upon yourself, some kind of expectation or restriction. Like, there's no, oh, we found that again. I would miss the combat. Like the archaeologist lady. Yeah, everybody is wondering why she was not added as a marriage candidate, because she would be the absolute most popular. As far as missing the combat, I don't know. I just... Stardew wasn't the first farming sim that I played with combat, because I played Rune Factory. But it was, I mean, it's pretty novel. It's not something you do in a lot of games, so it's a little different for me. I don't know that I would be sad if it didn't show up in games. Like, Stardew Valley's combat is okay. I don't think it's, like, the pinnacle. But it is something interesting to do. That's a little bit of a change of pace, for sure. All right, we're going to get one more item in here, and then I think we got to get out so we can try and set up a shop. I don't think we have enough money today, though, so what we should probably do is just stay. Flora wasn't added? No, Flora was not added as a marriage candidate. Combat. Yeah, this is only, like, 400 gold. Yesterday we had, like, 1,300 out of here. We can try and stay, but we're not going to be able to hit the enough people going through town, I don't think. But maybe we see if we can push it and find 2 forks. Marriage combatant. Because if we find 2 forks, I mean, that'll do it. That's all we need, but I just don't think that's happening. We have about 1,200 in soup. I don't think so, y'all. I think we throw this run away, to be honest. But I do want to see what tomorrow looks like when Van's here, like sales-wise. Because that'll give me a good idea about what I might need to do in a different run. I think for now, though, I think we just stick it out. Coin. I don't really need a coin. I need a fork. I need a fork, Carter. I am interested to see what the new Harvest Moon that comes out is going to be like. The Winds of Anthos or whatever. Haven't really been impressed with any Harvest Moon title since... I mean, since the big split. And okay, guys, just leave me alone. Since the big split and the Story of Seasons games started like being known as Story of Seasons games in the States as well. Natsume is just like hanging on to the name and just pumping out, I would say, not the best games in the world. Looking forward to the combat in Haunted Chocolatier and how it's different from Stardew. I'm looking forward to Haunted Chocolatier, just generally speaking. Looks like a blend of Pokemon and Harvest Moon. I was thinking it looked kind of like, yeah, like Pokemon Scarlet Violet. That's not... What was the one that was set in like Pokemon England? Because I think it looks a little bit like that, or a little bit like Breath of the Wild mixed with like Harvest Moon. I think they're trying to flirt with that like open world vibe that seems to be pretty popular. But Sword and Shield, thank you so much. I'm a little worried that it's going to be like as wide as an ocean and as shallow as a puddle, if you know what I mean. Like that it'll look like there's this giant world, but there'll be like 4 things to do. I say as I dig in the same spot for, what, 5 hours now. Kind of scared because it looks harder and I'm terrible at combat. That's totally fair. I think it is going to be harder, or at least more like technical. I don't think we sell anything tonight. I think after I get home, after I get done, I'm just going to go take care of my animals and get everything I need done at home. And then I think I'm going to go to bed and wait for Van to show up tomorrow and see what kind of income we get from everything today and tomorrow morning. And that should... Why do you not move to another hole? Does it not matter? It actually doesn't. When you get here, there are some things that are like generated close to the surface. So like we could see a moonlight ore when we got here. So it's worth it to go to that one. But after that, I go to this spot in particular because when they're walking around, they like get in your way and push you. And it's just really annoying. But the items in the ground aren't seeded to a specific spot. It's just the more you dig, the more stuff is generated. So you can stay in one spot. Is that realistic? I mean, not really, but it's also not realistic that there's new stuff in here every single day, so it's kind of whatever. So yeah, you can just hunker down wherever you're cozy and just keep digging there until 5 o'clock, which is coming up shortly. I doubt we get another item before that. Last shot. No dice. Okay. Well, we got his stone tablet again, so that is good news if nothing else. That'll help expand the dig site, assuming we even make it to year 2. And we should have our sheep now. I wanted to be out of here last time. Check the barn. Got us some clippers. I don't think I've ever not been teleported home to get my animal. That's interesting. I haven't been in the dig site. All right, well, this time I think we can name it Dolly after the hero of the Sheep-A-Lot farm. Dolly was a true MVP for sure. This is kind of inconvenient. There used to be a bell inside and outside, if I remember right. But we just need to send them in, bring them back out. All right. Hello, Dolly. Very beautiful. All right, we'll get our milkies, make my soup, water the plants, and I think we're off to bed. All right, that looks good. We didn't sell anything, so this must be the wonders. Yep, it is. I'm actually just going to do that in the morning because we're going to get milk in the morning right away. Probably should have checked the weather, although I don't think it rains on market days, but we'll find out real quick. It's cloudy. Tomatoes are coming along nicely. The watermelon are going to be here for quite a while. I think if we're really up on the tomatoes... Oh, I should have milked the cow first, dang it. If we really stay up on the tomatoes, we should get them on the middle of day 5 or 6, I want to say. I don't remember which. That was probably a misplay. I think we needed to milk the cow first if we were going to get 2 harvests before Van leaves today, so. Okay, that's nice. Very cool. Got flowers again. So we're about a day behind what I was expecting. I was hoping to get another sheep already in the barn by this afternoon. Having it on day 4, I think, is still viable, but I'm not 100% sure because we need to get at least 1 harvest from both of our sheeps by about the, I want to say about the 7th. And I don't know if, I don't know what the time to age up is. I actually don't think it's going to work. Anyway, here's a cute raccoon. He must live around here. I love him. There's a bunch of animals just scattered across the map like him. And they just show up randomly in 1, 2, 3, 4 different spots. And depending on which one shows up, that tells you where you're going to have the best luck for the day. So like, or... You know what? Maybe it doesn't. This is what the people are telling me, but is it true? Is it a lie? I don't even know. I used to believe the things that I read about this game, but now I'm just not sure. But what I believe they are supposed to mean, oh, there's an owl too, is that you'll have good luck fishing at the location they're near. So like that raccoon, him showing up means that the river fishing is good today. Sometimes there's an owl up in the tree. That means good luck fishing in the Goddess Pond that we just passed. There's like a giant lizard over here sometimes, and that means good fishing in the waterfall. And then there's a turtle with a bandana, and he's over by the like boggy area. Oh, and then there's a chihuahua, and that's supposed to be like good luck at the dig site. I'm wondering if those are manipulatable somehow, because if they are, that could actually open up some interesting ideas. Because if we could get a good luck dig day, you probably pretty much guarantee yourself a golden fork. I didn't even check our luck today, though. I did, I just didn't read it. Should do that real quick. It'd actually be better to not have the best luck today. It's not the best. It's not the best, it's good. But the dig site's closed today because Van is here. That was the bigger dude in red. Ugh. A little disorienting.
Hello.
Everybody in the valley... Actually, I can't even say that. I was going to say everybody in the valley is so nice that it's easy to want to be friends with people, but honestly, they're not. Like, Daryl from the science lab is a jerk. Charlie, I want to say his name is, the older brother. He gets mad when you beat him at his little game. Yeah, Charlie. Gordy punches stuff for art. In year 2, there's a lady that is just, like, so nasty. She's not nice. She's just mean. Oh, that's right. He's here at noon, not at 10. I think I already got all the forage, except maybe one herb. No, I went up there, so I would have gotten that too. Okay, well, we don't have a lot we need to get done right now, then. 85 gold. I guess I can go cook my soup. I think we'll sell pretty much everything we can as soon as Van gets down there. But like I said earlier, this is not going to be a long-standing run. We just didn't have the sales on day 2 to really make it worth it. So mostly just testing for now, and then we'll probably call it after that, which is a little short, but there's not much point in loading up a brand new day just to play for like 10 minutes and save and quit, so... Oh yeah, and we reloaded, so we missed this scene and Nami's scene. Okay, okay. All right. Oh, Gustafa with his little flower on his head. If you marry him, when he goes to bed, his flower is still on his little hat, I believe. You can move through trellis crops? Yeah, you can move through everything in this one, which is also kind of different from a lot of Harvest Moon games. Because a lot of the time you would have to plant in like a U pattern because you'd only be able to reach certain crops. You couldn't walk through anything. So it's actually pretty neat. Milady? Look at all these people walking past the sales spot. Where were all of you yesterday? We got Lumina's scene. Hey all, have I missed the stream? Yeah, we don't have a lot left. I'm just doing some testing for some math real quick, and then we're probably going to be done in, like, I would say the next 10-15 minutes, so... Because during my objectively best way to play the game, I kind of messed up a little bit, so... Unfortunately, we didn't hit the target gold count that I was expecting to by now. And without that, there's not really much point in keeping on. But it does kind of let me know what I need to do. All right, here we go. So Van is basically our best friend for life. He is our source of like upgraded tools at certain points, but he also will buy like anything. So like yesterday when we had to just set up shop, instead we could just like come here. 70 gold for the apple seed, that's good to know. I'm gonna keep these, keep those for now. Sell all of these though. 5,200. Okay. Other thing about Van is you can barter with him a little bit. He won't always bite on it, but sometimes if you say no when he offers you a price, oops, he will actually give you a 10% bonus on that. So we'll see if we can get that. I mean, I know what it is, I guess. It's another 520 gold, but... see where that would put me. So that would get me just under 6,000 on day 3, but we would have wanted to get 3,000 yesterday. Come on, Van, you're making me look dumb on live TV right now. I don't need your help. I can do that myself. Well, whatever. What are we playing? We are playing Harvest Moon, or sorry, A Story of Seasons, A Wonderful Life, which was originally a GameCube game, and then there was a special edition, there was a PS2 version, and then this remake just came out not even like a month ago at this point. And I am just doing like some initial thinking about early game income rush. I think so. I'll kind of explain this. Actually, I'll just pull up my sheet here before we sign out. There we go. No, this is fine. So let's see. Spring year 1. My plan, and we kind of wanted to get here to buy sheep. We didn't quite get there. But I also cheated a little bit and left the dig site early, so maybe if I would have stayed, I would have been all right. I think what we're going to need to do, though, is plant 1 tomato. Give 1 soup to Gordy, collect south forage. Sell, no, we don't need caps. Sell all seeds. Beat the minigame, sell the soup. East, north, forage, and dig. More soup. Sell up to 3K. Order a female sheep. We will not be planting any watermelons. Field work, dig site, field work, cow soup. If over 3K. Sell. Okay. I think that's kind of what I needed. So yeah, the point was we were shooting for a 3,000 gold buffer on day 1. That's enough to buy a sheep. Sheep, the first harvest of wool that you get from them, they'll pay themselves off. You get like 3,000 gold back. The second harvest that you get from your sheep, generally you're going to get gold wool right away. That's worth 6,000 gold. So the hope and plan was to get at least one wool harvest from both of our sheep by about the 7th or so. And that would give us enough money to get down a giant patch of trees that we could just kind of plant, water for a little bit, and then in the summer, that's when the money would start coming in. So I do think it's still viable. We're too far behind now, I think, to push it and really make it. So to answer your question, Lauren, not streaming much longer. Wishing you the best on recovery from heart surgery. That's crazy. But at this point, I only have about another 20 minutes, and that wouldn't even get us through one day. So if we start this again, you can kind of expect something similar. We'll be pushing really hard to get the sheep on the first day, but we need to get a second sheep on day 2. And I think it is possible. I think we were really close. I had a couple misplays, so I think it's still doable. I'm not sure it's the best play, but I think it's the right one. I don't know. We'll find out. I know you said this is a really relaxed game, but I feel so much anxiety. Like there isn't enough time to get things done despite watching you already. I would say if you're worried about that, then you might be putting too much on your plate. If you are trying to fill out all of your fields with crops right away and take care of them and load up on all the animals that you can, you don't need to, because you have a long time in this game. The way that I'm playing right now is not how I would recommend playing it, especially not the first time. The first time through, I would say on day 1, go pick up your flowers. Go meet everyone in town, talk to them, hand out gifts. The biggest selling point of this game is the NPCs and the growth that people have over the different chapters of the game and how your relationships with them interact. Sure, you can make a lot of money by doing some optimized strats like planting tree seeds and then getting a seed maker, and you can expand your fields and you can buy more cows, but at the end of the day, like the appeal for this game, it really isn't that. I'm just making it that for myself. So if you're worried about having too much to do, just don't try to do so much, and you should still have a lot of fun with it, I would say. But if you want to go crazy, I mean, you can reach out to me and I'll share my my spreadsheet with you, and you can try and see if you can get up to. I don't know how high we're going to be able to get gold-wise by the end of the year, but my ultimate plans are to buy a star cow, which those are 50,000. Possibly the fertilizer maker, which I don't even remember what that is. I want to say it's 45. And then just continue to load up the barn. Oops. Facilities. Fertilizer maker is 45. So, like, this stuff is just egregiously expensive at the beginning of the game. Like, it seems so unobtainable at the beginning of the game. And that's because you don't need to rush for it. Like, you have a long time. And I would really advise anybody that's picking this up for the first time to not stress about trying to get every single upgrade and fill up your barn and, you know, fill up your coop and have your fields completely full. I would say, you know, structure your day around talking to the people in town, and then with whatever time you have left, that's when you're a farmer. So on that note, though, we're gonna call it, because like I said, I'm not starting over just to actually, you know what, I am we're gonna start over real quick so I can get a base save. We're going to get a save from the morning of day 1, just so I have one sitting in front of me. And then the next time I load in, I won't have to do anything except get rolling. Oops. I mean, you can basically change your hair every single day if you want to, so it's not a huge deal, but it's so cute. It is a very cute game. that, and let's get in there. This is the kind of game that Stardew is kind of like that, where you play it for the vibe, but I would say this game is even more so like it's the kind of game that you pick up when you just kind of want time to disappear and you don't want to have to like really think too hard. Like, I like fishing in this game while I am working on anything else too. I like to like, that's a good time for me to check my emails or to like respond to comments or whatever is when I'm fishing, because once you get your bite, you just reel it in, you have it. You're not going to make a lot of money doing that kind of stuff, but it's just so chill. And it just puts me in a good mood. So we still have the spreadsheet on screen. Oh, I'm so sorry, guys. I saw a spreadsheet and I just didn't even think about it. I think Lauren might be like way behind. I think the real reason we ran into an issue is because I didn't do what I was supposed to at the beginning. So we need the pointy-eared dog, right? And then we need to name this dog Pickle after my dog. And then the real mistake was we named our farm Windsong, which is what I often will name my farm. But what we should have done was we should have named the farm Alfredo Farm after Alfie. And it all went downhill from there. I was behind. I thought so. Last time we named the cow Portia. I think we'll do that again. Portia was an instrumental player. She did really well for us. She did absolutely nothing wrong. All the blame lies on me, not Portia, so she can remain in the current iteration. And will be Alfredo Farm. And I think we will skip introductions again. That's not a huge deal. That doesn't really factor into the stuff I need to do. So this will just get us to a good place to start. We got to get our camera. We got to get our cutscene with the harvest sprite. Got to get our cutscene with the harvest sprites. Then we're good to go. Okay, so that's where we'll call it. I'm going to save real quick. I'm going to put one here, but I'm also going to drop one down here. And that'll be where we start from next time. So, yeah, thanks for stopping by, guys. I love this game. I know it's a little different, and we didn't even play the game the way that I recommend to you to play it. But I appreciate you swinging through and checking things out, and we might bring this back because I know I can do it. I know that I can get to those benchmarks, but I might just need a little more practice. So, in any case, I hope you all have a wonderful day or night or whatever time it is, wherever you are, and I will talk to you soon.